Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel SAHOO'S tutorial. In this YouTube video, we will discuss some multiple choice question on Pride and Prejudice. Earlier, we had discussed 60 questions on Pride and Prejudice, which is in the syllabus of West Bengal SLST English for class 11 and 12. Earlier in 3 videos, we had discussed 60 questions, and this is the continuation of this series. So here I will discuss some multiple choice questions, but before that, it is my humble request to all of you, please do subscribe my channel SAHOO'S tutorial and do not forget to share with your friends and tap the bell icon to get more notifications about my video. Please stay tuned. So this is the part 4 on Pride and Prejudice. So without wasting any time, let's begin the video. So here is the first question, today's first question. Here is the first question on your screen. Please do answer in the comment box. So the first question: when Darcy first proposed to Elizabeth, he spent most of the proposal dwelling on what? When Darcy first proposed to Elizabeth, he spent most of the proposal dwelling on what? Now the options are her beauty and brain, how socially unsuitable a match she is for him. Option number C, how much he adores her family. D, how much money he will lavish on her after the marriage. Now, the answer for this question is how socially unsuitable a match she is. She means here Elizabeth for him. So the option number B is the right answers for the questions. Okay, now move to the next question. Question number 62. When Darcy proposed for the first time, what was Elizabeth's reaction? Darcy ने जब propose किया था for the first time Elizabeth को in the novel, what was the reaction of Elizabeth? Now the options are: tells him that she is engaged to Wickham, ask him for more time in order to consider, or turns his proposal down, or option number D, faints. So please do write in the comment box. So the option number C, that is turns his proposal down, is the right answer. When Darcy proposed for the first time, what was Elizabeth's reaction? Elizabeth reacted by denying the proposal of Darcy. So she turns his proposal down. So the option number C is the right answer. Now move to the next question. Question number 3. That is 63. Elizabeth's feeling towards Darcy begin to change when? Elizabeth's feelings toward Darcy begin to change when he sends her a letter explaining his action, fights a duel with Wickham, sends money to Jane, और मैरिज मिस बिंगले. एलिजाबेथ का जो रिएक्शन डार्सी का ऊपर में जो चेंज कब हुआ था? when Elizabeth's feelings towards Darcy begin to change when? Now the options are: he sends her a letter explaining his actions, fights a duel with Wickham, sends money to Jane, marries Miss Bingley. So the option number A, that is sends her a letter explaining his action. डार्सी ने जब एलिजाबेथ को एक लेटर लिखा था and he was giving the explanation of his actions, तब जाके एलिजाबेथ का जो फीलिंग था टुवर्ड्स डार्सी धीरे धीरे चेंज हो रहा था. सो ऑप्शन नंबर ए इज द राइट आंसर फॉर द क्वेश्चन 63. नाउ मूव टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 64. या what Darcy's estate is called? What was Darcy's estate? Options are Rosing, London, Pemberley, Brighton. Rosing, London, Pemberley, Brighton. So the option here, the option number C, that is Pemberley. Pemberley is the right option for Darcy's estate. Do you know that Longbourn is the Longbourn was the estate of whom? Longbourn was the estate of Longbourn, that is Longbourn किसका estate था? लॉन्गबर्न किसका एस्टेट था? लॉन्गबर्न का एस्टेट था मिस्टर बेनेट का. एंड the estate of Mr. Bingley. What was this? That is Netherfield Park, जहाँ पे वो क्या कहते हैं, he was, जहाँ पे वो रेंट लेके था. That is Bingley Netherfield Park. Now move to the next question. So Darcy's estate is Pemberley. Where does Lydia spend summer? Lydia, the youngest sister, the youngest girl of Bennet family, the youngest sister Lydia spent summer. कहाँ पे Lydia summer spend किया था? The options are Netherfield to be near Darcy, London because she enjoys the opera, Brighton to be near the militia regiment, or Barbados for her health. So the option number C, that is Brighton. She was trying to spend the summer near Brighton because she wanted to be near the militia regiment. Militia regiment उसको पसंद था, इसलिए she wanted to be near the militia regiment, and that's why Lydia spent the summer in Brighton. Okay, move to the next question, that is 66. Why does Lydia spend summer at Brighton? Same question. Why does Lydia spend summer at Brighton? Now options are: she wants to be near Darcy because she enjoys the opera, because she wants to be near the militia regiment, or for her health. So the option number C, that is she wants to be near the militia regiment, was the right answer. Okay, now move to the next question. What socially disastrous romantic decision does Lydia make? Lydia ने जो decision लिया था, that is socially disastrous, यानी that is not acceptable. So what was the decision that Lydia took? So she elopes with Wickham, she marries Bingley, she rejects Mr. Collins' proposal, she runs away to France with the lover. So the option number A, that is she elopes with Wickham, is the right answer. The question number 67. Lydia, as you know that Lydia is the youngest sister of Bennet. Now move to the question number 68. Who spearheads the search for Lydia after Mr. Bennet returns home in defeat? Mr. Bennet जब Lydia को ढूंढने गए थे, उसको नहीं मिला, उसके बाद किसने लीड किया था? Who was in the lead, who was taking the leadership in order to find or in order to search Lydia? So the options are Mr. Gardiner, Sir William Lucas, Charles Lucas, Mrs. Phillips. Okay, now the option number A, that is Mr. Gardiner, was taking this. So Mr. Gardiner, who spearheads the search for Lydia after Mr. Bennet's return home in defeat. So option number A is the right answer. Now move to question number 69. Who pays off Wickham? What is pays off? Pays off मतलब पैसा देना. That is, who pays off Wickham? Who gave money to Wickham, convincing him to marry Lydia? So Wickham was actually convincing who pays up Wickham को कौन convince कर रहा था? Was it Bingley? Was it Darcy? Mr. Gardiner? Mr. Collins? And what was he convincing? He was convincing him to marry Lydia. Lydia को शादी करने के लिए. So who pays a Wickham? पैसा भी कौन दिया? So it was Darcy. Darcy pays off Wickham. Darcy ने कुछ पैसा दिया था and was convincing Wickham Lydia को marry करने के लिए, शादी करने के लिए. So the option number B is the right answer. Darcy. Okay, now move to question number 70. When he returns to Netherfield, Mr. Bingley, जब नेदरफील्ड पे मिस्टर बिंगले रिटर्न वापस आया, उसने क्या किया? हैड जस्ट मैरिड मिस डार्सी, परस्यूज द priesthood, begins courting Elizabeth, or resumes courting Jane. So as you know that Mr. Bingley was in love with Jane, so he started to court Jane again. So that is option number D, that is he resumes courting Jane. So this is the right answer. This question number 70. Now move to question number 71. What does Lady Catherine forbid? What does Lady Catherine forbid कर रहा था एलिजाबेथ को to do? एलिजाबेथ को क्या करने के लिए वो मना कर रहा था, forbid कर रहा था? To marry Bingley, to visit Rosings, to marry Darcy, C. Wickham. So the option number C, दैट इज लेडी कैथरीन डी बोरो ने एलिजाबेथ को डार्सी को शादी करने के लिए फॉरबिड कर रहा था, मना कर रहा था. सो ऑप्शन नंबर सी इज द राइट आंसर. नाउ द नॉवेल एंड्स विथ Darcy marrying Elizabeth, Bingley marrying Miss Darcy, Darcy marrying Elizabeth, Wickham marrying Jane, Bingley marrying Jane, Elizabeth marrying Wickham. So the novel ends with Bingley marrying Jane and Darcy marrying Elizabeth. So this is very true, and this is very easy, that Bingley marrying Jane and Darcy marrying Elizabeth. So the option number D is the right answer. The novel ends with, this is the conclusion of the novel. Okay, now this is the quotation. You will have to answer who is the speaker of the above mentioned quotation. So the quotation is, you will have a charming mother-in-law. You will have a charming mother-in-law, and of course she will always be at Pemberley with you. So who is the speaker of the above mentioned quotation? So Pemberley is the estate of whom? Pemberley was the estate of Mr. Darcy. So as you know that maybe not, it is very true that this line was told to whom? It was told to Darcy. So you will have, you means here Darcy, you will have, you means here Darcy. So you will have a charming mother-in-law, and of course she will always be at Pemberley with you. So who is the speaker of the above mentioned quotation? Now the options are, that is Mrs. Bennet, Miss Charlotte Lucas, Miss Bingley and Jane. So it is very true that Miss Bingley was very jealous when Darcy was very much thinking about, or was linked to Elizabeth. So that's why Miss Bingley was very much jealous of that, and Miss Bingley was criticizing directly Elizabeth. So Miss Bingley was speaking this line to Darcy, and mother-in-law means here, that is Mrs. Bennet. Yeah. Okay, now move to question number 74. I am only reserved to act in that manner which will, in my opinion, constitute my happiness without reference to you or to any person so wholly unconnected with me. So who is the speaker above the above mentioned quotation? So I am only reserved to act in that manner. So the options are, was it Jane, was it Elizabeth? Now what is Lydia? Jane, Elizabeth, Lydia, Charlotte Lucas. So actually this line was told by Elizabeth. ने बोल रहा था, एलिजाबेथ ने इस लाइन को बोला था, आई एम ओनली रिजर्व टू एक्ट इन दैट मैनर व्हिच विल इन माय ओपिनियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूट माय हैप्पीनेस विदाउट रेफरेंस टू यू और टू एनी पर्सन सो होली अनकनेक्टेड विद मी. यानी एलिजाबेथ वाज ट्राइंग टू गिव importance of her own feeling. She was not thinking about others' opinion. She was giving importance about her own feelings. That's why she was saying that I am only reserved to act in that manner which will, in my opinion. So she was giving importance her own opinion. She doesn't want to think about others' opinion. Yeah. Now 75. Do you think that any consideration would tempt me to accept the man who has been the means of ruining? So who was the man who was ruining here? Actually Darcy was the man who was ruining the relationship between Mr. Bingley and Jane. So perhaps forever the happiness of most beloved sister. So who is the speaker above the above mentioned line? Do you think? So again the option Elizabeth, that is Elizabeth was saying this line, okay, when Darcy was ruining the relationship between Mr. Bingley and Jane. So Elizabeth is the speaker of this above mentioned line. Yeah. Question number 76. I am no longer surprised at your knowing only six. I am no longer surprised at your knowing only 6 accomplished women, and I rather wonder now at you knowing any. You're knowing any. So who is the speaker of the above mentioned line? Jane, Elizabeth, Lydia, Charlotte Lucas. Jane, Elizabeth, Lydia, Charlotte Lucas. So here the option, that is Elizabeth, is the right answer of this question. Elizabeth was actually talking with Darcy. He was talking with Darcy, and she was saying that what Darcy thinks about women, it is totally unrealistic. What Darcy thinks about women is totally unrealistic, and that's why she was saying that I am no longer surprised at your knowing only 6 accomplished women. I rather wonder how now at your knowing any. That means Darcy's perceptions of women is totally unrealistic. Elizabeth. This line was spoken by Elizabeth. Now move to question number 77. Which of the Bennet sisters dislikes social events? कौन बेनेट सिस्टर डिसलाइक करता है, पसंद नहीं करता है सोशल इवेंट्स को? The options are Lydia, Jane, Elizabeth, Mary. So the option, that is Mary. Mary is the one of the sisters. So Mary doesn't like social events. Okay, now move to 78. Why does Wickham flee from Brighton? Wickham ने Brighton से क्यों भागा, flee? Now the options are he has been fired from his post. उसका जो जॉब था क्या अकाउंट ऑफ मिसकंडक्ट, अच्छा बिहेव नहीं कर रहा था इसलिए उसको पोस्ट से उसको फायर किया गया था, मतलब जॉब से हटाया गया था. He wants to leave the militia and become a clergyman बनने चाह रहा था वो. Now the option number C, he has fallen madly in love with Lydia, or he has accumulated over 1,000 pounds gaming debts. So the option number D, that is he has accumulated over 1,000 pounds gaming debts. इतना उसका डेप्ट हो गया था, उधार हो गया था, इसलिए उसने was trying to flee from Brighton, and he already trying to flee from Brighton. So the option number D is the right answer. Now move to question number 79. मिस्टर बेनेट रेस्पॉन्स टू द न्यूज ऑफ एलिजाबेथ्स एंगेजमेंट. मिस्टर बेनेट ने जब सुना एलिजाबेथ का एंगेजमेंट हो गया तब उसका क्या रिएक्शन था? ही बिकम वेरी एंग्री, एंगर, रेजिग्नेशन, अनरिजर्व्ड जॉय और स्केप्टिसिज्म. सो द ऑप्शन नंबर डी, दैट इज स्केप्टिसिज्म, वाज द राइट आंसर. नाउ मूव टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 80. व्हाई डज चार्लोट मैरी मिस्टर कॉलिंस? चार्लोट लुकास, जो कि हु वाज द फेवरेट फ्रेंड was the favorite friend of Elizabeth, Charlotte Lucas, उसने क्यों मिस्टर कॉलिंस को शादी किया था? एलिजाबेथ advises her to do so. She is flattered by his affection. She wants financial security. She enjoys conversing with him. So the option number C, that is she wants financial security. That's why Charlotte Lucas married Mr. Collins. I hope that this video will help you a lot. And to get the PDF, please join my Telegram channel SAHOO'S tutorial, in the same name, SAHOO'S tutorial. You will get the PDF over there. So but before leaving the session, this is my humble request to all of you, please do subscribe my channel and stay tuned with me. I will upload continuously videos on these topics. Please stay tuned with me and have a nice day. Tada.